But yeah, they teased Doctor Strange. They teased Phase 3. What else? They teased Sharon. Sharon Carter is in the movie. If you don't know, she is Agent of S.W.O.R.D. So we have a tease of S.W.O.R.D.
Yeah, but dude, it was announced earlier that she was Sharon Carter.
No.
Not in the movie, but dude, like
but they call
in the movie news, they already said she's Sharon Carter.
See, I didn't know that. They don't call her Sharon Carter. They just call her Agent Sharon.
Yeah.
And it like dawns on me at the end. I'm like, oh shit, that's Sharon Carter.
Yeah.
And if Sharon Carter's in the movie, which means that S.W.O.R.D. is in the movie, then Miss Marvel is in the movie.
Yes.
So I'm predicting that Phase 3 will probably be Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Miss Marvel,
Captain America 3.
Captain America 3, and then or it's coming Black Panther because Age of Ultron films in South Africa.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get that. We have Ant-Man. We'll probably get Guardian 2 or Captain America 3. And maybe
Phase 3 can only do so many movies though, man.
And expand upon it, fucking. We're already not getting any more Iron Man movies, so why the hell not? Just add something else. But if anything, the only maybe slight problem I could come up with, see, that's how good the movie is. I have to come up with a problem. It's not something that I inherently notice. You said that it's called The Winter Soldier, but it really has very little.
Yes, and the thing is, Winter Soldier, I mentioned this to him, Winter Soldier is kind of like Nemesis for Resident Evil 3, where, he shows up, beats the crap out of you, goes away, 20 minutes later shows up, beats the crap out of you, runs away, and continue, rinse, lather, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Alright, but what he pointed out to me was by restricting the Winter Soldier, they were able to get in so much more character development. For Nick Fury, for Natasha Romanoff, for Captain America, for Wilson, the Falcon, who is awesome in this fucking flick. He's hilarious. He can fight. He's a really cool addition. I liked him.
That was the cool thing because now this is one of the very few action movies where all the characters featured in the movie are even. Usually you have the lead, let's say in Iron Man, where it's all about him and everybody's a secondary character. But in this one, and everybody actually stands on equal par.
They do
with Steve Rogers.
My whole problem with Iron Man, with the character showing up in Iron Man 2, was that it was nothing more than a blatant setup for the fucking Avengers. If you took out Natasha Romanoff and Nick Fury out of that movie, you would have the fucking same movie. Okay? With this, no. They are actually fucking important to the story. In fact, I dare say in the overall scope of the tale in this, okay, Nick Fury is more important than Rogers is. In terms of the whole situation with Hydra and shit. Yeah, another spoiler. He takes
up the first 25 minutes.
Yeah, he does, and I love it. I love that they actually integrated the characters into the story the right way this time. All right.
I do like how Hydra has become this Illuminati.
Oh yeah, dude,
group.
that's so cool.
Before they were
and I would actually call them that. Before the Hydra was kind of. Might be infiltrating inside S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, no, it was much more complex.
It was.
Before they were just a military force.
Yeah.
You can find them, right? And before
you're hidden.
Hydra's
you don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah, exactly. And Hydra's credo was cut off one head, another will appear, right? But it wasn't it meant more in this movie, right? Because literally, you kill somebody and you think you've done it, and then bam!
Exactly.
People featured as S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the previous movie end up being Hydra agents. It even goes so far to actually take from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, right? And then you're like, wait a minute, that person's from blah, 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 and that's Agent Blah. Oh, shit, they're Hydra! I mean, this is how far it goes, how Illuminati they are. It goes and reaches all the way back into Iron Man 2. So
it does, yeah.
So I like it because it further builds on the aspect that it is truly a cinematic universe. And on top of that, now they have become this true anonymous type force. You don't know how many they are, who are all the leaders, and if you kill one, others are just going to respawn, right? And
exactly.
They are everywhere. They have now become an omnipresent force, which makes them a bigger threat.
Right. Mm-hmm. And yeah, with in terms of acting in this movie,
not a single weak performance.
What?
Not
a single weak performance at all. Again, I wish I would have liked to see just a little more Bucky.
Yeah,
a little more Winter Soldier in there. But you know, other than that, yeah, there is not a single complaint about the actors in this. Not a single complaint about the story, the characters, the direction. Okay, this movie is phenomenally well shot. Okay. Like I said, every fucking action scene just had me like on the edge going.
It was damn impressive. He's like some Jackie Chan type.
I think like every 5 minutes, like I don't know if you heard me, I was just going, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, America, fuck yeah,
say the motherfucking yeah. There's a nice throwback to a Hydra operative or scientist from the first movie.
Yes.
I'm not really gonna spoil
I'm not gonna spoil that one either.
But it is so, spyish in its tropes that it's amazing. They make references to Banner, Stark, and it's all closely woven together with other people and plot threads and stuff. It's just awesome. The movie has 2 end credit sequences.
Stay for both of them.
Stay for both of them. Unlike Thor and Iron Man, though. Well, alright, Thor had an important one. The first one was important. The other one is just nonsense.
It was just stupid.
Iron Man's was just stupid.
No, hold on.
It had nothing to do with.
Hold on a second. No. I'm not even talking about Iron Man 3. Okay, I understand why you don't like that. Okay, with fucking Thor: The Dark World, that whole thing at the after the credits with that friggin' monster still rolling around. I'm like, really? No one bothered to send that thing back to where it came from?
No.
I mean, Thor's got this whole thing from whence it came. Send that thing back from whence it came.
And Hydra sees everything, but that one somehow is like, motherfucker. Your black ass can see everything, but you miss this one feature that clearly stands out.
It's like, wow, the pigs on Earth are getting much bigger than I imagined.
I'm sure the All-Father will not mind this. Come on, Idris, you totally missed up on that one. Oh yeah, the Stan Lee cameo is also probably the most brilliant one I've seen in years.
That was great.
It's so funny.
It was funny.
So funny. But unlike the previous, cameos, not cameos, I'm sorry, end credit sequence, both of these are important.
They are.
And they factor into Phase 3 and Phase 2. Which is something that I've been wanting to fucking see for a while, is Phase 2 get teased.
The one in the first one that was shown in this is so fucking good.
Oh. And then
dude, I thought I was gonna shit myself. When I saw what they were doing.
Oh my god! And the second one is just as awesome. And those 2 teasers introduced just by default alone 3 new characters.
They do.
Which is the job of the fucking end credit sequences. Something that Iron Man 3 missed, and partly Thor. So, really, like I said, my only minor grievances is that there could have been more backstory to the Winter Soldier. They kind of rushed it, and he's almost irrelevant to the movie. You could theoretically almost have removed him from the movie, possibly had the same thing, because he is so inconsequential in the movie, in the grander scope of things. But he does I can't say it. Alright, his fight sequences, his presence makes it visually stunning.
It does.
But he is not truly important to the story. Because the majority of shit that Hydra's doing
it actually is to an extent, because the whole beginning is Rogers trying to find his place in the world and not agreeing with everything. He has this whole conversation with Fury about how it wasn't always like this. Back in the day, you had a group of people who trusted each other and always got each other's backs. Bucky is the last remnant of that for him.
Yeah, but he is so
and that's why that whole scene with them at the end, why that is so powerful. It just works.
Yeah, but if you think about this 2-hour plus movie, what is that 10? 15 minutes?
10, 15 minutes, but it's character development for him.
Well, that's
and again, it's setting up something that's definitely going to play a big part later.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's not necessarily bad, but what I'm saying is that
It's not
so,
well done enough.
It's right. It's like so inconsequential that in
Yeah,
the
I pointed
grander
out that-
scheme of shit, you could have removed it.
Yeah.
It still pretty much executed the same movie.
Yeah, and I wish it had been. They had a little more of him, as I said earlier. But overall, yeah, it doesn't bother me too much when I think about the movie as a whole.
For the Winter Soldier, it's fantastic. I'm thinking a strong 9 out of 10.
Okay, with me, I'm giving this an A+. This is my favorite movie of the year thus far.
Gear up. It's time.